Okay, the Lions played their third preseason game. Offensively, it was, I don't know what that was, but defensively, we saw a couple things that we really like. So we want to highlight a few things that we absolutely love. So Craig, I want to start you off, right?
Film breakdown, baby.
Film breakdown time.
Let's
Let us know.
go.
Do you like the film breakdown? We're going to give you the all 22 in the future.
Absolutely.
But for this one, we really want to show the line of scrimmage and kind of how we're moving the line of scrimmage and some different things. So let us know. We'll get better at it as well and kind of pointing things out. But let us know if you like the film breakdown. All right, Craig,
stuff.
this is I think the first play of the game. One of the things I was looking for is what's that beef inside, middle, interior look like? And so on this play right here, you can see we get pushed back, but you got bugs in the middle. You got some guys.
But you also got beef without our two normal starting D tackles.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's backup beef.
Where's the backup beef? So you see these guys are getting
that's not bad.
And you can see we get pushed a little bit, but that wall kind of gets set up and there's just a little something there versus last year where it was like just falling forward, right?
Oh, it felt like 3 yards before they were touched.
Yes.
Whereas this time it's like, all right, we're going to put a wall up, contact right there, 1 yard.
Contact 1 yard.
And that's your hope, is that you're going to get that contact almost immediately and that you're putting them for a gain that's under average.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see, some more push, some more just, and you nailed it. That first contact is right there. I mean, right there.
1 yard.
That's a big time running back. And this is the ones for the Steelers. And we rallied to the ball.
Yep.
Let me show you this next one that I love.
in there. Anzalone's in there.
Anzalone. Okay, so let me go back a little bit. What this play is going to be is you've got number 14 right here, that kind of short motion guy.
Yep.
What he's going to do is going to be play action, and he's just going to sneak out to the flat. So he's going to be wide open. It's 2nd and 7 or 6 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And number 14 for the Steelers is just going to be wide open in the flat, and that's the design. But look what Aiden Hutchinson, our boy, does to this entire play. And this is the difference in a football play. He wants to sneak out.
Oh, and he just checks him a little bit. We have good people behind.
Yep. And there's nothing he can do because I just love this series because we stop him for 3 yards when it could have easily been 7. Yep. Now this little, hey, I want to dink you out to the flat and you're going to be wide open, make a move, get 10 yards. It's nothing there, a loss of 2. Now it's 3rd down. And this is where it's man coverage. So you got man all across the board. You got the tight ends being covered up by a linebacker. Man coverage, go rush. You got Hutchinson in the middle here, kind of an interior.
They hate the most is pressure from the edge or up the middle?
Up the middle.
Middle. Yeah, because what are you going to do with it? And so your man coverage all around, right?
Yep. And you look at the line of scrimmage, Craig, at the 22-yard line, and we're back. I mean, he's back. He's on his back foot. He's like, I can't step
it's a
up.
Full 5-step drop because he had to keep going.
Yep. And you look at where he's at, and you just look at that throw. Let's say he wants to throw this little hitch out here to the first down marker. I mean, that's now a 20-yard throw.
Yeah, and not only that, but they're covered well enough that especially with that pressure, you can't make that throw.
Nope.
You can't make that throw. But here's the reason this is possible. This is possible because you had 2 plays before it where they didn't get cheap yards.
Yep.
We didn't give away cheap yardage. So then you run it forward, and is this a good pressure sack? Is this a coverage sack, or is it a little bit of both?
Oh man, look at that!
He could probably throw it there. I'm pointing like people can see. He can throw it right there, right at the 30-yard line. Right, he can throw that ball, but he has to reload because it's not there. See? Oh, that's beautiful.
And Charles Harris and Aiden Hutchinson on the sack, and it's just like, okay. And I love that looked like a little pass rush set that we'll probably do when you look at Austin Bryant.
Austin
Hutchinson.
Bryant on the edge, right? And they're all rushing straight. It's a straight rush. There's no stunts.
There's your boy 79. What's his name again? Kaminsky or whatever.
Yes.
All right, we just got one more here.
I think he's going to make this team, by the way.
I do too.
Of course, this video will probably show after that cut has been made. So we're either going to sound really dumb or really smart. When
for sure.
Because we're filming this on Monday night. So
this one, again, just an example of man up.
Yep. 4 rushers.
I'm sorry, that was not man. I'm sorry, that wasn't man. That was a
No
zone, but we
zone.
just covered up 5-yard gain. And what we want to see, Craig, you and I have talked about this, and you just said it. No cheap yards.
No cheap yards.
It's the NFL. It's 2022. You're gonna complete passes. You're gonna make moves. I mean, the offenses are going to make things happen, but as a defense, your job now is it's not to shut them out. It's to, hey, all right, you got 5-yard pass, good coverage, tackle. I mean, that is as good of defense as you can play.
Make them go down the field 2, 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. And at some point, either the defense is going to make a play, the offense is going to mess up, there's going to be a holding penalty, and the drive's going to be over. But here's what I notice on this, and then you can hit me with it. No matter where you go there, everybody has decent coverage. But what I like is that the coverage is tight enough that the second the ball is caught, no chance to make a move, no chance to break it to the outside. It's immediate contact, immediate tackle.
Absolutely. I love it. And
that's Hughes in the slot.
And what I loved, and when we were watching this together, we said, you know what's just so nice, even when we're not getting sacks, is we have Charles Harris and we have Aiden Hutchinson just providing the thought of a pressure. It's like, as a quarterback, you look at,
there's going to be a good point on that.
Yeah, you look at the top of the screen, Hutchinson, it's like he's going to get to you eventually. So whereas in the past, in the last few years, it's like, I don't know if anyone's going to get to you. You can see Hutch made a move. Here he comes. And it's like, these guys are coming. Like, I'm not going to be able to sit back here. I got to step back and throw it like you should.
So you look to the bottom of the screen on that play, and you had Okudah out there. If you run this, that's that play, right?
Ooh.
So if you run this, you have Okudah down at the bottom, right? He's stopped. Now pause it, because if he doesn't have pressure in his face and he's not thinking to himself, I got to throw quick, you're going to end up in the flat to Harris, and he's going to have some time to do something with it. And make a move, do whatever he's got to do, because Okudah can't cover Johnson and Harris. So he's got to let him off. And also Johnson is going to be in a mismatch in the zone with Rodrigo. So, like, that pressure is important. That's why pressure is important, because it can hide the zone where you make them throw in under 3 seconds instead of, you can't cover someone in a zone for 5 seconds. It's not happening.
You're so right. Yeah, Okudah is a perfect example. Yeah, because if there's more time, he starts rolling, he starts doing whatever, Okudah has to get back, has to protect the first down marker, different things like that.
Yeah.
And now he's on a one-on-one just train wreck situation with the running back when
Harris.
He gets pitched out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to just crush him and make, it's going to be 5-6 yards. So yeah, that pass rush is the key to it all. And I think you and I have really enjoyed just seeing our pass rush look good. Yeah. You look at that first play with Hutchinson,
but the only thing that looked good from that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's like,
it's an exaggeration, but
those guys keep going, keep pushing, we haven't had that. And I think to your point on that last play, that makes the whole thing go, is when your front four can get pressure. Now you just make the quarterback do something. When they start dilly-dallying back there and throwing it deep, I mean, you just can't cover guys for 6 seconds.
No.
So
no, that's not happening. And we saw that last year. So now to have 2 or 3 guys that you can trust to get a pass rush, if you're just taking too long, it's like, this is huge. That defensive line, I'm telling you, you build along the trenches. As fancy as the NFL is now, if you don't build in the trenches, you are still going to struggle. And I think that was very obvious in the game on both sides. Our first team offensive line struggled. Our first team defensive line did well. Defense played well. Offense struggled.
Yep. Simple. And I noticed Aaron Glenn having more confidence and being like, we're not screwing around this year. Not just talking in a different way. It's like, he must be seeing something, and really felt good to see the top guys just, again, you just, it's like, all right, I can see it enough to see it. And that's, if that makes sense. So,
yeah, well, for sure.
So let us know in the comments if you like the film breakdowns. Like I said, we're gonna get we'll get better at it ourselves. With just pointing things out, and we'll make sure to do more of it, because I think there's a lot of good stuff in there, and we want to make sure that we point it out. So let us know in the comments, and make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Do it. See ya.